The Tragedy of Cinema podcast is intended as a family-friendly program that by extension strives to be inclusive to all people regardless of their ethnicity, gender, creed, or any other identifying factors in this incredibly diverse world of ours. With that said, some of the films we discuss may contain serious subject matters or have content considered morally objectionable by today's standards. We do not intend to condone or dismiss these aspects of these films, but our primary focus will be on what we believe the film succeeds at, some fun facts, and our personal enjoyment factors of each film. With that said, we hope you enjoy the show.
Oh, the neon light, Jimbo and Bond take flight. 80s dreams are its delight. In the realm of black and white, movies and TV flow through the stories we all know. Silver screen tales unfold in the magic they bestow. The tragedy of cinema, when memories shimmer. Join us as we toast to the tales we love the most.
Washington, D.C., where violence explodes every day. But America's toughest cop is pounding a new beat.
Lieutenant Drebin.
The police squad is back.
Is this some kind of bust?
Very impressive, yes.
They're ready for action.
How you doing, Trooper?
Ready for love.
I'm lonely, I'm lost, I need someone to hold, to love.
Frank, over here.
And ready for seconds. In the movie that proves you can lead a cop to water, but you can't make him think.
The water's over there, Frank.
Starring Leslie Nielsen.
I don't recall seeing your name on the guest list.
Nothing to be embarrassed about. I sometimes go by my maiden name.
If it's not dangerous, he's not interested. Priscilla Presley as the irrepressible Jane. Robert Goulet as Quentin Habsburg.
The truth hurts, doesn't it, Habsburg? Oh, sure. Maybe not as much as jumping on a bicycle with a seat missing, but it hurts.
George Kennedy as Captain Ed Hocken.
Congratulations. I understand that Edna's pregnant again.
Yes, and if I catch the guy who did it...
And O.J. Simpson as Nordberg. Step on it. If you only see one movie this year, you ought to get out more often. The Naked Gun 2.5. The Smell of Fear.
Give me the strongest thing you got.
This is a sequel so big, they had to add another half.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Tragedy of Cinema podcast, the Summer of Sequel series. I'm your host, Jimbo, and I'm joined once again by...
Hey, this is your co-host, Bond.
Bond. For some odd reason, I let you pick out two movies. This is the first one that we're going to be covering. So would you like to tell the fine folks, if they obviously have heard the trailer by now, but what did you choose for a Summer of Sequel?
Oh, man, I had to choose one of the funniest sequels of all time, man. This one's The Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear.
I'm telling you what, I'm a sucker for these types of movies, the old slapstick, the quick one-liners. I'm all about it. I love them. And can I just say, Leslie Nielsen was a great comedic actor.
Yeah, and he didn't even start off as a comedic actor either.
He was in Forbidden Planet. Forbidden Planet.
Exactly. And so he didn't start that way, but man, you get the Zucker brothers out there with Jim Abrams, and just the movies they produce, the movies they write, they're like nothing else out there, man. Like nothing else out there.
And I will throw this out there. You may not have liked him in his real life and the things that he did, but can I just say O.J. Simpson is hilarious in these movies. I cracked up.
Allegedly did.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit. Remember that, Bob. But in these movies, he has some of the funniest scenes that you remember. And I just sit here and I can watch this over and over. And every time he's on the screen, he stills the scene and you just crack up. And it's like a running gag. There's a part in this movie where he gets stuck under a car and it goes on. And then, he gets stuck under the police car. Then he goes to like another car and then he goes up on a bus going to Detroit. And if you pay attention later in the movie, I think it's the captain that tells Frank, he's like, "Hey, where's Norberg?" He said, "Oh, he's up in Detroit." He's like, "Huh, I wonder what he's doing up there."
Exactly. Man, well, let's go over what movie we're doing tonight. Man, we're doing Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear. It's a 1991 crime comedy film. Now they call it 2.5 because it's so big they had to give it another half. And I have to agree, this movie's got way too many jokes for just a normal sequel. It's got to have another half.
What would you say The Smell of Fear is, though?
I was trying to figure that part out the whole time. I was like, what is the smell of fear?
I think I figured it out. I think it's when he accidentally spills coffee on the professor's crotch in the wheelchair and his crotch is in his face.
They're driving around the wheelchair.
Yeah, like his wheelchair short circuits.
That's true. That could be the smell of fear. Oh man, this is of course a sequel to The Naked Gun from the Files of Police Squad. And there is another sequel after this one, Naked Gun 33 and a Third, The Final Insult. That one comes out in 1994. Here's some stats. This movie was released, as I said, in 1991. Right? It's got a running time of only 85 minutes. Did you notice how short this movie was?
No, because I was laughing so hard. I just laughed nonstop. I didn't care. It was so funny.
I was so disappointed. I was like, this movie's so short. It needs to be much longer. It is directed by David Zucker. We know him from Airplane. It's written by David Zucker. Now, the first movie, The Naked Gun, was written by both Zucker brothers, David Zucker and Jerry, and also Jim Abrams. But this movie was just done by David Zucker. They're credited with writing it because they came up with the characters and they created this universe that these movies take place in. So they're kind of credited with the writing.
So did they create the whole police squad stuff?
Yeah, they did the police squad. They did the whole thing.
Okay.
And so it is based on Police Squad by David Zucker, Jim Abrams, and Jerry Zucker. They're also known as Zaz, which I thought was pretty cool. Huh. Zucker, Abrams, and Zucker, Zaz. So I thought that was pretty neat. It's produced by Robert Weiss. This movie had a budget of $23 million in 1991.
I wonder how much of that went to getting Priscilla Presley back.
Could be. Just getting the cast back,
right?
Think? What about the animals? There's a lot of zoo animals in this movie.
And they're not men in ape costumes. Well, there is, but...
Yeah. They're, the $23 million today is about $54 million if adjusted for inflation. This movie is a big box office hit. Huge box office hit. Like I said, $23 million to make. Worldwide, it made $192 million. Adjusted for inflation, that's $453 million.
Wow.
So that's 9 times what they put into it.
I'm trying to think, like, the last time that a comedy of like this nature was really a big box office hit. Can you think back to when something like this was a big box office hit?
Man, I'm thinking after this movie was made, maybe American Pie. When was American Pie made?
Man, that's going to be like around 2000, don't it?
Yeah,
maybe?
That's the only movie I can think of that's like a big comedy blockbuster. Maybe the Scary Movies.
Maybe. I was thinking like that, like Not Another Teen Movie, and but then they come out with like the stupid like Brady Bunch stuff and all that. I didn't like those. I don't like it when they take a TV show and make it into a movie, but they make it stupid. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah. Just if they would have done it and made it a real like drama, I think it would have done a lot better.
Yeah, they tried it with Will Ferrell and Bewitched. Like all those just didn't
Starsky
really
and Hutch.
Yeah. This didn't work, man. This movie stars Leslie Nielsen as Lieutenant Frank Drebin of Police Squad. Like you mentioned, he is known for Forbidden Planet, where he plays a serious dramatic role. He also plays a serious role in the Poseidon Adventure.
Which we will be covering a few weeks from now.
Very soon. That's coming soon, right? I'm looking forward to that one. Of course, he's in Airplane and the Naked Gun series. What do you think about Leslie Nielsen, man?
Love him, dude. I think he's underrated actor.
Yeah, I didn't even mention like what Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Well,
Mel Brooks.
let's not go crazy, Bond. That one's a little out there.
That was a good one. It also stars Priscilla Presley comes back as Jane Spencer. That's his girlfriend from the first movie. She, of course, is known as Elvis's wife. That's how we know who Priscilla Presley is.
And I actually
Elvis's
got to
wife,
see her last Indiana Comic Con. She was there.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Did you get to talk to her or anything?
Well, no, I mean, her line was long. And I mean, I was a VIP, so I could have walked right up, and everything. But I had other agendas to cover.
She was on the TV show Dallas also. She was had a recurring role in the TV show Dallas. George Kennedy as Captain Ed Hawken. That's Frank's supervisor of the police squad. I love that dude.
He's funny,
he plays like the perfect straight man. Right. He was in Cool Hand Luke, right? In which he actually won an Academy Award in Cool Hand Luke.
Really?
For his role in that. Yeah. Which I thought was pretty cool. He was also in The Dirty Dozen, Delta Force, and he was on the TV show Dallas. Mm-hmm. So he's got a big career. You also pointed out O.J. Simpson, the Juice.
Is loose.
Right? O.J. the Juice Simpson as Detective Norberg. He played running back for the Buffalo Bills for 11 years. That's kind of what he's known for. Right? Now, here's something.
You really think that's what he's known for, Jason?
What?
You really think that's what comes to people's mind when you say O.J. Simpson?
Of course, his 11-year carear with the Bills is the run.
Not him breaking into a hotel and stealing his memorabilia back at gunpoint, or hawking his Heisman Trophy or any of that stuff.
I tell you one thing, man. That white Bronco, that vehicle has never recovered from that car chase.
Man, I remember watching that live. Do you remember watching that live?
I remember watching it live, and he's like going 35, 40 miles an hour down the freeway.
Yeah, and there's like 9 cop cars behind him, plus a helicopter, and you're just glued to your TV.
He won't pull over.
No. Well, no. AC Callens won't pull over because OJ's in the back, remember?
Oh, man. Now, here's something I thought was really cool. Did you know that O.J. Simpson was the original Terminator?
Really?
Before Arnold Schwarzenegger? They actually wanted O.J. Simpson to play the part of the Terminator.
That would be cool.
But get this. He was too nice. That's why they did. I'm not kidding. They said, O.J. Simpson is too nice. Nobody will believe he's the Terminator.
Oh, man. I kind of want to see it now, though. Right?
You want to see O.J. Simpson say, I'll be back.
No, it's because they thought he'd be better as the Predator.
Exactly. So, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. He was in Towering Inferno. He was on the TV show Roots. So he does have a couple acting things.
He's great, man. This movie, he's so funny.
He's awesome, man. It also has Robert Goulet as Quentin Hapsburg, the owner of Hexagon Oil, right? He is, of course, a legendary crooner, legendary singer. He's actually known as more of a singer than he is an actor. But he was in Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
So he does have some acting under his belt. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see. Who else is in this one? Oh, Richard Griffiths. Richard Griffiths plays Dr. Albert Meinheimer. And he plays Earl Hacker, which is just him with longer, darker hair. Right? He doesn't need his glasses, right?
No.
Right? As Earl Hacker, he takes off the glasses, he takes off his goatee, and he lets his hair out.
It's all wild.
That's funny, man. Actually, he's known. Most people recognize him from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Right, because he's in Harry Potter. He's in Chariots of Fire. He's actually in Pirates of the Caribbean, Stranger Tides, and Sleepy Hollow.
Yep.
Are the movies I could find. So he's in a lot of stuff, man. He did pretty well in this movie, I thought. We also have Jacqueline Brooks as Commissioner Annabelle Bumford. She was in Ghost Story in 1981 and The Entity in 1982. So not bad. Now there's a whole bunch of other little people I'm not going to get into, and like little people I don't mean by like stature. I mean like minor roles. Like there's the leader of Spill, the leader of Smoke, the leader of Kaboom.
You know who else is in this movie? Weird Al Yankovic.
Yes, I have that. Weird Al Yankovic as the police station thug. Hey, man, you can't hold me. You can't keep me here.
All right, but I'm throwing this piece of trivia in here about that scene.
Okay.
So he says, "Okay, pig, say your prayers," right? And that's when Frank, oblivious to what's going on, he opens the door and slams into him, knocks him down, right? Yankovic said it took more than 20 takes to get that scene done, and that after about 16 takes, his leg had turned a nice shade of purple. The stunt coordinator asked Yankovic at that point if he wanted to wear some padding. Yankovic also recalled that O.J. Simpson felt sorry for him. So 20 takes just to get that scene done. Oh, man.
It is so it's a great cameo, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a great cameo. It's
Well,
like
he's
2
been-
seconds, but it's funny.
He's been in all 3 movies in the trilogy, but this
Really?
one, yeah, but this one is the one where he doesn't appear as himself. I think it was the first one where he steps off the plane, remember? If I remember right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Frank Drebin gets off the plane and they think he's cheering for him.
Yeah, and Weird Al.
And the police chief's like, "Oh, Weird Al Yankovic was on the plane." And he's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, guys." Oh, man, that is hilarious. But that's kind of your cast. Yeah, there's if you notice, George Bush comes out in this movie.
Yeah.
Barbara Bush is in this movie.
Mandela, what's it?
There's John Sununu. There's Nelson Mandela.
There's
Mandela?
Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Zsa Zsa Gabor is in this movie at the very beginning of the credits. We have Mel Torme is in this movie.
Yep.
Another classic crooner. Mel Torme. I was excited when I saw Mel Torme.
I know, man. I was like, wow. And then you, of course, you had the director. He was in the movie. He was, you remember when the police are surrounded around the house and Frank slaps the guy on the back and they start shooting?
Yeah, yeah.
At the house. The guys that are the guy that's dressed in like the colonial era with the muskets or whatever, the flintlock.
Yeah.
That's the co-writer and director David Zucker. I thought that was pretty funny.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. That's pretty neat, man. So this movie's about Frank Drebin. It starts in the White House. President George Bush is there, and it's all about announcing the country's new energy policy. Are they going to go coal? Are they going to go nuclear? What's the plan here? And it's all up to the Dr. Meinheimer to decide. He's in charge of deciding which route they're going to go. And of course, the big plan, Robert Goulet decides that he's going to kidnap the doctor and replace him with a perfect double.
Now, do you think it was that guy playing both parts?
Oh, yeah. It was one guy playing both parts. Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, the thing I love about this movie is every scene is hilarious. Every line is hilarious. It's just one after another after another. One of the critics that I read about said that they didn't like it too much because they thought the jokes were too predictable. But to me, that's kind of the fun.
Oh, yeah.
The fun is like predicting like what the next joke's going to be.
Right. And man, what about when he does the grappling hook over the top of the building? It hooks onto the pit bull or whatever it is. Or the whatever dog that is. He starts scaling it and the dog's going up and he gets to the top. I was like,
every scene, man. How brutalized does Barbara Bush get in this movie?
Oh, the whole movie. What's your favorite scene in this movie then, Bond?
Oh, man. Okay, so one of my favorite scenes is at the very beginning, that dinner, where the president's announcing the energy plan, and he's got that lobster, but he grabs like the huge lobster in the center of the table and brings it to him, and he's like just ripping it apart. It's all ripping apart. He's got pieces of lobster flying over there and hitting people in the face, and then finally pops it in half, and his elbow jams Barbara Bush in the face.
Well, he's
She
also
goes
got where
face first.
he's got his hands in there. He's controlling the claw, and it pinches the one girl's breast.
Yeah, pitches the leaf aside her, pitches her breast with the lobster.
And then he's
claw.
also like he flips something and goes into Lady Mandela's hat.
Oh yeah, like a piece of lemon ends up in Winnie Mandela's little hat,
Yeah.
headdress. That whole scene. What about you? What's one of your favorite scenes?
Man, I think I like the other bar/dinner scene where he goes, "Give me the strongest thing on the menu." They bring out this big old muscle bound guy. He's like, no, I mean, maybe a Scotch on the rocks or whatever.
Second strongest.
Yeah, and then Priscilla Presley is like, "Hey, this is from the lady over here," and he goes down and he doesn't even look up, and he just starts like, I've had a really bad thing. I'm sorry, blah blah blah. And she's like, "Frank, over here." He said they're talking to another guy.
At the wrong time. It's like burly guy. He's like, I just want love. I just want to be loved.
That's funny. And then the whole shooting scene with that guy where he brings the tank through the house. It's
because that's where Norberg ends up underneath the police car, and then it's like crotch first into
that's a whole funny scene too.
A cactus.
It's up on a bus in Detroit. Yeah. He's always getting beat up in these movies. I think it was the first one. Remember at the baseball game when he goes down in the wheelchair or whatever, flips over onto the field.
That's true, man. That's true. I love this movie, man. It's just like you said, just one scene after another. Every little part's hilarious. And so I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they write every scene like that, where every scene's hilarious.
Yeah. Did you like Hot Shots?
Yeah. Hot Shots. I
would put that in this type of scenario of these movies.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's definitely in the whole slapstick, just airplane type humor. Right. So it's really it's an amazing movie. Where I'm not going to go too much into the plot. I want people to go out and watch it. But another one of my favorite scenes is when they're dressed up like mariachis,
trolling,
and they're on stage, and they have to sing, and they're actually pretty good.
And then you got OJ with the trumpet.
Exactly, he has to go into a trumpet solo to kind of like stall them so they can hit, and they do the ZZ Top spinning of the guitars. Yeah. And so, I like the mariachi scene too. That was a great one, man. But yeah, it was like I said, it was a good movie. Every scene's just hilarious, man. Just hilarious. I love the fact that there's a nuclear device, and she goes to stop the nuclear device. Instead, she like speeds it up,
cuts the time in half, and I like how they disarm it. He's like, "We got to get out of here. Let's go!" And he just trips and unplugs it.
Yeah, he trips over and unplugs it, and you're all, "Whew, that was close."
Oh man. So you want to talk a little bit about the trivia now?
Oh, one more quick scene. Yeah. I love the fact that you think the bad guy's going to get away. He falls out of the window and you're like, oh no, he's going to die. And then he bounces off the awning.
Yep.
Like, oh, thank God he survived. Right. And then all of a sudden, like this huge lion was from the escape zoo. The zoo escapee lion like jumps him and mauls him to death.
Oh man, he's got like giraffes and everything we're running to because he busted through the zoo. But that's the thing.
It always works out for Leslie Nielsen's character. Always.
Mm-hmm.
He like you said, he accidentally does everything. He falls into everything where it just automatically works for him every time. When Weird Al Yankovic's trying to get away, boom, he stops him. Right? Every time something bad's about to happen, he messes it up, but then he fixes it. He messes it up and then he fixes it.
There's another funny scene is when the guy that they were trying to get out of the house in the tank, he actually follows Frank to Priscilla's apartment, which her apartment number, did you notice her number?
What was it?
3D.
Oh.
But so Frank's in there and she's like, well, I'm going to go take a shower. She gets in the shower.
She takes off her heels.
Yeah, she takes off everything. Like there's all like a pile of clothes on the floor, like underwear, bra. Then there's like bodices, and it just keeps on going. But the scene where Frank and the guy's fighting in the shower, and then somehow the shower curtain gets pulled back, and they both just stop and look at her like. And then they,
that's awesome.
And then they keep fighting, and the guy takes her like toothbrush down Frank's throat. Remember, and he comes back with
his teeth.
Comes back with the hair dryer.
But the way that scene starts is hilarious because it's like It's her in the shower and she's singing Memories.
Yep.
Memories.
And he starts
And
singing.
the killer gets so into it, he starts crying and singing along.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how she discovers him.
Funny stuff, man.
It's just so good. So the music is amazing. Right. We talked a little bit about how like certain composers and certain movies have songs that connect with it.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars, Jaws, Close Encounters, pretty much anything done by Williams, you connect right with it. I think this movie's like that too. Because the second I was excited during the opening credits where it's all right? And they show like the police, it's just the siren.
Yeah.
And it's going through all these like ridiculous scenarios, and then it like goes down a birth canal.
I like when it goes to like the bumper cars at the fair.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's where Zsa Zsa Gabor comes out and slaps it at the end.
Yeah, at the very end of the credits. And so I had to mention the music because I think that song's iconic. That little police squad music is iconic for this movie. But hit me with some trivia, man. What you got?
There's not a lot, but we got a few. So, do you remember the pictures that are displayed in the Losers Bar?
I love those.
So it goes.
I remember. That's hilarious.
It goes from the Hindenburg crashing to the RMS Lusitania sinking, then the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. Then you have the Ford Edsel. Then you have the DeLorean DMC-12. Then you have the Hubble telescope, which was considered a failure at the time, but since it's really come around.
Right.
Then you had Neville Chamberlain. I'm not really sure who that is. Do you know who that is?
I think he was the English prime minister.
Okay. Yeah. And then last but not least, you know who the last picture is?
Yes.
Michael Dukakis.
Michael Dukakis. That was hilarious.
I know.
That was a lot of, I didn't realize there were that many because I was like, I remember, well, I thought it was the Titanic.
That's what I thought it was too. That's why I wanted to
and
look
then, of course, I remember the Hindenburg. I thought it was the Chicago fire is one of the pictures I thought it was. But when Michael Dukakis, it's hilarious.
There's that also great scene of this movie at the end when they know there's a bomb going off in 10 minutes, right? And they get up there to tell them everybody's asleep. And they get up there and they read that raunchy romance novel to wake everybody up. But then Nordberg gets up there, O.J. Simpson gets up there, and he's like, all right, everybody, we need everybody just to go to the exits, in a calm, orderly fashion before this bomb blows this place to bits or whatever. And everybody's, they all just start running.
Yeah, he was like, he was doing really well. Hey, if we could just get up quietly and make our way to the exit.
I was like, yeah. But
before the bomb goes off. Bomb!
I think you missed a very important cameo, and it's probably a great one. And 80Z would really like it. The Lloyd Bachner, he spoofed his own performance from "To Serve Man" in 1962 Twilight Zone.
I didn't know that was really him.
Yeah, in the panic crowds he led in the film, Bachner can be seen carrying a large book with "To Serve Man" on the cover and shouting to passerby, "It's a cookbook! It's a cookbook!" In the episode, seemingly benevolent aliens come to Earth with the goal of serving man. You can listen to our Tragedy of Cinema episode,
sure.
The Twilight Zone series on that if you want to. But I thought that was a great cameo appearance.
Wow, that's great. See, I remember that scene, but I didn't know that was the real actor from the Twilight Zone episode.
I just thought
really
it was
a play on the episode.
Right. I didn't either until I was doing the research. I thought, man, that is really, really cool.
That is.
Robert Goulet, who played Priscilla Presley's love interest, who is the villain in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
In 1974, her ex-husband Elvis Presley shot his television because Robert Goulet appeared on it. That television is now a collector's item.
That's awesome.
I don't know what beef he had with Robert Goulet. I didn't look into it. But can you imagine Elvis just pulling out a gun and shooting the TV because that guy was on there? Maybe it stems back to the whole no, well, that says in 74, so Dallas was in the 80s, so it can't be that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So how upset would he have been if he knew that Robert Goulet played his wife's love interest?
Rolling over in his grave, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think you got to pay attention in the background in these movies too, because there's a lot of stuff they throw in there that it's hard to catch on a first watch. So, but I didn't know if you caught the headlines on the cover of the Weekly World News tabloid the thug is reading. Remember when Frank's tied up or whatever? So when Drebin and Mannheimer are where they're all tied together, they are legless boy somersaults 2 miles to save dad. Strict parents. Father sells his teen girls into slavery to make them behave. Militant anti-smoking group blamed after trick cigar blows man's head off. There's a subtitle that says he took 2 puffs and then boom, says restaurant manager. There's a squabble over a lottery ticket that shatters the family. A pit bull eats a mobile home. Ancient dinosaur attacks and levels native village. Don't exercise, take it easy and live longer. The lonely heart, man goes shopping for a new bride. It's a miracle. Rosary beads turn to gold after church pilgrimage. And then there's one that's ineligible. So I thought those were pretty funny. Because awesome, the National Choir always has those things that are way out there on there. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's another scene we never mentioned when they're tied together.
The bowling ball.
And Frank Drebin is rubbing up against the shelving to cut his ropes, and he's shaking the shelf. All the shelves are shaking like crazy, and you see like just every ridiculous thing falling on.
There was I think softballs, and there's billiards, the racked billiards, and they all fall.
The doctors.
Yeah, bowling pins, bowling balls, and then like a thing of oil, feathers or whatever.
The feathers. And the best part about that is when the Captain Ed Hawken walks in and goes, "Oh my God, look, what have they done to you?"
Yeah. They tar and feathered him.
Frank turns around and he's like just plays it off like,
yeah. Oh, wow, I don't know what they did.
That's hilarious.
But there is a second issue of the Weekly World News the Thug is reading, and it has these stories on it. Corpse explodes in the casket. Horrified family flees funeral home after bizarre blast. Hubby's suit charges. Wife's chain smoking makes our kids sick. Incredible new medical discovery. Sneezing increases your bust size. Subtitle is 800 women grow by several bra sizes, says doctor, after ... And then reincarnation. My dead wife came back as a goose. She eats like a queen on $15 a week. So you got to watch.
I was trying to read those.
I know. I see the one about the guy's head bluff. I was like, they've got to have that wrote down somewhere what all this is. Did you notice that on the police cars, instead of to protect and serve, did you know what it said?
No, what does it say?
To warm and serve. Oh, man. There's you remember when... Man, there's another funny scene where they're parroting ghosts with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore.
Oh yeah, and he's got his hands and they're all muddy.
Yeah, and he's got them over hands, and then a whole nother set of hands comes. But I think
the next thing you know, they're like molding it with their feet.
Right. Well, I think before that, when they're not, and she takes off his shirt or whatever, and he's got that big muscular ribbed body.
He does. He's buff.
But during the ghost parody scene, the footage of a train driving into a tunnel and fireworks exploding are the same as those used in the implied sex scene in this movie from 1988, Big Top Pee-wee. So the Pee-wee Herman connection is there. Oh, man. In the White House dinner scene, the painting behind President Bush is a portrait of Davy Crockett, a smaller version of which was in Drebin's apartment in The Naked Gun from the files of the police squad. So the front of Priscilla Presley's house is the same house used by Charlton Heston in The Omega Man in 1971. We already talked about that. So that's all I have, Bon, on the trivia. So
that's some great stuff. I think one of the things that makes these movies so great is the jokes actually come at you, like I want to say 3 different ways. There's the verbal jokes that you're not expecting, right? That's the whole thing with that kind of comedy, is just the one-liners that come around. Then there's like the front of the camera, those jokes that are right there. And then, like you're saying, there's the background jokes. Yep. So when they're driving down the road in the police car, and in the background you see the Colosseum of Rome in one scene. What makes it work is they don't mention it. They don't say anything. Nobody comments about the stuff in the background.
He says something like, we're driving through Little Italy, I think is what he says.
Oh, okay.
He says something like that. And then you see the Coliseum, and you
see the
see
Coliseum.
you see Norberg in the back going, like, "What? Where are we?"
But and that's what's so funny is because a lot of the jokes in these type of airplane type movies, Naked Gun movies, like you're saying, Hot Shots, those kind of thing. Most of the jokes aren't recognized. They just happen.
Yep.
Right. And I think that's what makes it funnier is the fact that they don't recognize the joke.
Right. I mean, you can go back and watch this movie again, and you'll find something new again the next time you watch it. And they're just so small. They just throw them in there, and you'll never notice them until you start paying attention to the background. Like there's a scene in the headquarters where they're inside talking. I think it's when they're talking to the doctor in their thing, and then you look in the background and there's a lady showering in the back of the window, and I'm like, what? Where'd this come from? So,
but that's what's great because that way when you watch the trailer, all the funny parts aren't spoiled for you. It drives me crazy when every single funny part of a comedy is shown in the trailer, and then you watch the movie and you're like, well, yeah, I already saw this part. I already know this part's funny.
Yep. I also like it when they show something in the trailer that's not in the movie, just to get you to go see it. You're like, wow, where was that part? I didn't see that part in that movie. All right, Bond. So, what's your thoughts, feelings, and ratings for Naked Gun 2.5: The Smell of Fear?
I was pleasantly surprised, man.
How long had it been since you watched it?
Going into it, what's that?
How long had it been since you watched it?
It's been decades. I haven't watched this movie in 20 plus, I would say.
Me too.
It's been a long time since I watched this movie, and so I knew I liked it. I knew it was funny. Going into it, I was like, okay, this is going to be kind of funny. I was just crying the whole time, and like you said, I want to watch it again because I know there's stuff I missed because I was laughing.
Yep.
Or, there's lines I missed, there's background things. And so there's so much in there that they just pack it. It's like there's two type of boxers, right? There's the boxers that go for the knockout punch, and there's just the ones that hit you so many times.
The rope-a-dope.
That's what a Zucker comedy's like, right? A Zucker comedy's like that, where you get hit 100 times in 82 minutes, 85 minutes. You just get 100 times. Yeah, this is going to make you laugh. And then 2 seconds later, here's another one. 5 seconds later, here's another one. 30 seconds later, they're just going to hit you with 100 jokes in 85 minutes. And I think that's what's great, man. I give this movie that's a hard one. 8 out of 10.
We're right there together again, man. Right there again.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big hit. I like this one.
Yeah.
I think my prop for this one, there's a lot of props in this one. I want to say the lobster. So, I think I'm going to take the lobster.
Taking the lobster, huh?
Yeah. What about you?
Again, I'm a sucker I love the Three Stooges, and that's what all these movies kind of remind me of is the Three Stooges because they're slapstick. Then you have the one-liners like, I'm a big Mel Brooks fan. You can see a little bit of Mel Brooks in these too, but it's not Mel Brooks production. And then what can you say about Leslie Nielsen? I mean, we have a remake getting ready to come out of The Naked Gun with Liam Neeson as Frank Drebin or whatever, and he's supposed to be Leslie Nielsen's son, I think, and it looks just as funny as this, and I can't wait to watch it. But I hope I'm not disappointed. You know what I mean? Because that's high standard you're trying to get to.
Do you think Jane Spencer, Priscilla Presley, is his mom?
I wonder if she'll have a cameo in it.
As his or as his mom? That'd be awesome.
It comes out August 1st, so we'll find out. But yeah, I'm right there with you. An 8. I mean, you can't put this up there as one of the greatest comedies of all time. It is what it is. It's a feel-good movie to sit back and just have a good time and laugh. Did your wife watch it with you?
No, she didn't get to watch this one with me.
Yeah.
But when I did mention that we were going to review this movie and that I did see it earlier in the week, and she's like, oh, man. So she was kind of like, she'd be willing to watch it with me.
Oh, yeah. So if you haven't seen this movie, watch the first one because it's just as good, and then watch this one. Now, the third one like I said, I haven't seen this one in 20 years. The third one I haven't seen probably even longer. So we might have to cover that eventually on the podcast in the future. Because
do you have to see the first one in order to enjoy the second one?
No, I don't think so. It's a totally different story, but there is some background with Priscilla Presley and him that you might want to know, I think. And Norberg's in the first one too. And it's also how he got to, famous, I guess, because at the end, what's he say? He's getting ready to get a big old promotion from George Bush as he's becoming the new head of security.
Yeah, some federal police squad.
Yeah. And he's like, it's something I always dreamed about, like he goes on and he's like, I want to live in a world where blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I want to live in a world where the Democrats put up somebody I can vote for. And and I'm sitting there cracking up just this whole speech. And that's where he goes back and he kisses Jane and whatever the movie ends. But
true.
Yeah, if you haven't seen this movie, definitely give it a check out. So Bond.
I'm taking home a lobster, man. What are you taking home?
Oh, I think if I'm going to have to take something, give me the tank. Frank drives through the house.
Drives all the way through. I thought you were going to say the newspaper.
Oh, yeah. And then the guy escapes.
He does escape.
I know.
He knocks a hole in the back of the house. He's able to escape.
He just looks around and he starts running. So, Bond, now that I let you pick this movie, let's go ahead and let the people know what our next movie we are covering that I let you pick as well.
Okay, so the next movie is not part of our summer of sequels.
No.
The next movie I picked out is a classic Bill Murray comedy. Meatballs. Meatballs, come on.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that one.
Meatballs. It's a required watch. You must watch Meatballs.
Is it a required watch, really?
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see if it holds up when we do our review, because I think this movie
holds up.
I think this one got a higher rating than what I'm giving Meatballs. I'll tell you that for sure.
Oh, shame on you.
So, if you want to reach us, we are the Tragedy of Cinema Podcast at gmail.com or at gmail.com. You can email us. You can follow us on Facebook at the Tragedy of Cinema Podcast. But I think this episode's coming to a close, and that's a wrap.
And cut.
The tragedy of cinema, where memories shimmer. Join us as we toast to the tales we love the most. The tragedy of cinema, where memories shimmer. Join us as we toast to the tales we love the most. Those we love the most. The tragedy of cinema, where memories shimmer.